Procedure is the call against the Patriots. Lebanon trails 7-3 with 1:28 to go in the contest. Terry, once again, another penalty against the Patriots.
Another penalty, a 5-yarder. That's 10 penalties tonight for 75 yards. That 5-yard penalty is going to set up a 3rd and 12 for Oakland.
3rd and 12 for the Patriots with the nose of the football near the Lebanon 35-yard line. That's the good news. The bad news is there's only 1:28 on the scoreboard clock. 3rd and 12 to go. Alsop shotgun formation. Alsop going to the right, going to keep it himself. Lebanon going to knock him down, shy of the line of scrimmage. Great play. Tony McCarver and Kaysen came through. Bowles was there, along with Hackett and number 60, Jonathan Forrest. All was over there to converge. 2-yard loss by Alsop. It's a 4th down situation with 1:05 to play.
At the risk of making a prediction, Oakland's not going to throw it right here. You can't throw the football in this situation, 4th down and very long, unless they intentionally maybe throw an interception down around the goal line. Flood receivers down there and just put the thing up for grabs, make it like a punt. Oakland's going to take a timeout. Marty Uberard's going to talk it over with his offense. Richard Anderson sprints out with the defensive unit and a flock of managers to get some water to those Blue Devils. John, a situation here where you got to feel like Oakland wants to burn some clock with 47 seconds and the 4th down and long. They don't want to take a chance on an incompletion, which would stop the clock, or B, an interception, which would give Lebanon the football.
Well, you know, they may try to punt the ball. They got a great leg back there with their punter. Throw us all the way back, maybe angle it out of bounds inside the 10 somewhere, kick it out of the end zone, make us drive it 80 yards in 47 seconds with no timeout. So I believe that's what we're going to see here.
Colby Wright is in the game, and I saw Marty Uberard pointing to the white storage building over there in the Lebanon parking lot. They're probably going to try to angle this thing out of bounds against the Lebanon defensive unit.
Well, 4th down and 15. 47 seconds remaining. Football is at the Lebanon, between the Lebanon 37 and 38-yard line. McCarver goes back along with Ross. Knight gets a snap, a good one. And Pooch kicks it to the near side, and it's going to hit and take an Oakland bounce and will die at the 20-yard line.
37 seconds to go in this football game. Lebanon has got to go 80 yards for the winner. Terry, the kick.
Timing the kick only 17 yards as Wright kicks it from the 37 down to the 20. And Lebanon taking over at their 20 with 37 seconds left and no timeouts.
Blue Devils will try to spread the field. Chase Lannon left, Lassiter right. And they bring Ross in motion. Back to throw is Lannon. He's being chased and hit. And dropped.
Flags on the play.
Flags down. I think they're going to get him for intentional grounding.
John, what does it look like to you?
It was face mask, man.
It's either going to be face mask or they're going to call it against us for Lanning throwing the ball away, but he threw it. He was already out of bounds when he threw it. I don't know how it can be intentional grounding when you're out of bounds when you get tackled.
That play took 6 seconds off the clock, and a tackle comes out of the game. Clyde, look for that trick play here by the Blue Devils when they line Antoine Ross up inside on the line of scrimmage and then uncover him.
And the call will be intentional grounding, and it will put the football back to where he was run out of bounds and the loss of down, but that could matter less to the Blue Devils. They will run the trick play. Lannon rolling to his right, looking, wanting to throw, can't do it, fires, and it's out of bounds and incomplete across the way. Oakland had Lannon running to his left, would not give him time. He's right-handed to get set to throw the ball downfield. as the Patriots got a good rush. 23 seconds left, and it will be 3rd down now and about 20 for the Blue Devils.
Stan Pack comes back in the game as Lebanon will go to the double slot look. 2 receivers in the slot, McCarver and Ross. Beasley will be the standing fullback behind Lanning.
Lebanon set. 3rd and long for the Blue Devils from the 11. Lanning with a long count. Looks, wants to throw. Fires long to Lassiter. Intercepted by Alsop at the 30, 15, 10, 5. Alsop slides out of bounds down at the 3-yard line. And Lebanon's final chance has gone into the hands of Wardell Alsop, playing the defensive back.
Well, the kid who made plays for him offensively comes up with a pick here at the end of the game, and he steps out of bounds with 12 seconds to go. Oakland leads 7-3, and I would bet you they take a knee right here to end this thing. Lebanon cannot stop the clock. A valiant effort by Lebanon, and Oakland's Alsop showing some respect for the Blue Devils.
Well, that's what he's going to do, is take the knee, and will do that. And the ball game will end right there as the clock will tick down. What an effort by the Blue Devils. It just came up a little bit short. They fall to Oakland 7-3, but we have seen a battle here tonight from start to finish. We'll pause for this 2-minute commercial break, then we'll be back here at Lebanon High School for the wrap-up of tonight's ball game.
Lassiter Field, Oakland 7, Lebanon 3. Let's send it down to the field to John Bryan, who's there with Moose Marshall.
Thank you, Tommy. Coach, a disappointing 7-3 loss to the Oakland Patriots. Once again, our defensive front, our whole defensive unit played one exceptional ball game.
Yeah, they played a heck of a ball game, especially when they held them and they kicked the field goal and missed it late in the ball game. Overall, we didn't play bad everywhere. Turnovers hurt us tonight, but that's something we got to work on. I can't be disappointed in our kids' effort. They never quit tonight.
Coach, offensively, I know in the first half we outgained Oakland on the ground, and possibly in the second half we had it going on offense, just couldn't get it in the end zone.
Well, we drove it all the way down to the 18, I think, in the first half and through the interception, and we moved the football on them. I felt pretty good about that. In fact, we moved the football on them all night. I thought Antoine Ross did a heck of a job running the football. Beasley did a good job running the football. Oakland's a good football team, and they've come in here and we played with them, and our kids got nothing to be ashamed about, and that's something for us to build on and grow with, and hopefully we'll be able to take and work on ourselves and get a little bit better next week.
Coach, Antoine never gave up. Every carry, he get hit once, twice, 3 times, and still turning and moving his feet and keeping that forward progress going. And I think that was that caught on to our offensive lineup. Our fullback showed a lot of the same effort.
Antoine ran as hard as any kid I've ever seen last night. People better get ready. A good thing about Antoine, he's a junior, and he can run the football, and he runs with authority even though he's small. He's got great leg strength, low center of gravity, and he literally drug 4 and 5 people 2 and 3 yards at times. He did a heck of a job running the football, and this bunch of kids, I can't say enough good things about them. They're a great bunch of guys to coach. They're a lot of fun to coach. They try to do what you tell them to do, and it's just going to take time for us to take and work things out and get it to where that we're putting more points up on the board and holding them defensively.
Coach, we got Warren County coming in here next week. It's going to be homecoming. Got to get them prepared.
Warren County is throwing the football, and they got a speedster that can catch the football, and we're going to have to cover him, and hopefully we'll be able to take and play a good football game and come away with a win.
I'll let you get back to your team, Coach. Appreciate you taking the time out.
Thank you.
We'll take it back to the station for this 2-minute timeout. This has been the post-game show with your host, John Bryan.